Fresh arrival. (2002), September of 2001. It's probably about a 2002 model is what it's considered. Towed in because an old lady drove it off the road a while back. Said she damaged a bunch of stuff in the front and didn't drive it anymore. Went and got another car. So first thing I did, you pull the back seat out of it, access the battery. That's the one that was in it, and that's the crusty junkyard battery that I got that's good. Threw that in there, and that got it fired up, but it was not running good. It took it a minute to crank, and then it had a bad miss. So there's a paper here saying AC condenser, whatever that is, maybe a radiator support, needs lower control arms and motor mounts. They wrote down all that stuff, but for some reason I'm thinking they were trying to rip this poor lady off, because the upper radiator support looks fine, the lower radiator support seems to look fine, the condenser has a small ding in it. Where is it? There and right there. This is the lower radiator support, which is ever so slightly dented, really. And then the K-frame doesn't look too bad. And then lower control arms. The lower control arms are clunking, but it had antifreeze in it. And anyway, it still was skipping when I fired it up. Got to looking, there was a mouse nest under the shroud, and they had chewed through the wiring harness. They chewed it close down to the plug-in. It's one of the old ones. So I went down to the field. I didn't have any that were the exact same colors, but I matched them and figured it out. And I got them put on. I haven't even taped them up or anything. They're just bare and dangling, which, you shouldn't do that. But I needed to know whether or not it was gonna fix the skip in it, because it had a pretty rough skip. So, with that being said, there it goes. Security goes off, ABS goes off, brake light goes off, check engine light goes off. And if you put your seatbelt on, seatbelt light goes off. So there are no warning lights whatsoever. Door ajar. 130,123 miles, which really is nothing. Which is really nothing for one of these old 38s. The dash is buckling up, like all of them. Stereo sounds good. She was driving it when it went off the road, but the transmission's perfectly fine. You can hear that clonk from a motor mount. Climate control, the air is not working, but the heat is, because the she knocked a hole in the radiator, or the condenser. But listen to that motor. I mean, that's a good sounding 38. Now it just needs a bath. It's got Douglas all-season tires on it, but they're in really good shape. It's a limited, a Buick LeSabre limited. All four of those Douglas tires. So I gotta I'm gonna try to charge that old battery up. I don't know. I know it's been sitting a while, but it's a fairly new looking battery. I have a feeling it'll charge back up. But as far as motoring goes, you have to excuse the fried rice in the background. They're working on a Honda. Yeah. These old Buicks are good cars, man. Did them injector wires, and it seems like she's gonna be all right. Make somebody a decent little car. By the time I mean, it's got leather and yeah, it's dirty and I'm not helping, but hey, that's whatever. It ended up at a junkyard, so they didn't think it was gonna have any more miles left, but that's all right. Like I said, we'll do a little pressure washing and armor rolling and some tire shine. Put this old girl by the road for about 1,300 bucks. If we got a condenser down there, shoot, we might even throw a condenser in it. Put some cheap Freon in it, and away she goes. So yeah. Quickest fix of the day right there. You scrap a car for 200 bucks, 220 bucks. Some injector harness or some injector wires, pressure wash, fresh battery, condenser, motor mounts, control arms. 1,300 bucks later, somebody's gonna have a good little knockaround car. Pretty neat though. And this thing's fairly loaded. It doesn't have a sunroof or anything like that, but it's got memories. Oh, you are not about to ding anymore. It's got keyless entry. It's got the trunk lock. It's got heated seats, or heated seat. No, it's got both seats. Both sides are heated. Single climate control, power locks, memory seats, power windows, power mirrors, power seats. I already didn't say that. I think I did. Got a whole bunch of cool trash in the trunk. Nice. We'll get all that taken care of. But yeah, there you go. Like I said, by the time you clean it up and armor all it, oh, it's gonna look great. All right, there's today's quick flip. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you my town car. Thanks for watching, guys.